Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome, or good evening, maybe good morning, depending on your time zone. Well, first of all, I would like to welcome you to our online trading session, and I would like to introduce myself. My name is Thomas, and I'm a trader and an analyst with OLYMP Trade. I trade different assets, different types of pretty much assets or modes of trading. I've been trading since 2011. And I'll be your host tonight. Hello, guys. Hello, Mustafa. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to write them in our chat. I will be happy to answer them if I can. Well, generally speaking, I should be. If you ask me about things related to trading or to market analysis or to the OLYMP Trade trading platform. So, I was on a 2-week vacation, so there were no webinars on Mondays, even though my colleagues they would still conduct the webinars on every Wednesday, Friday, etc., or Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know. We're doing like 12 or between 12 and 14 live trading sessions per week, which is a great number. Not many companies can actually, do that. So yeah, we have this wonderful analytics department where we have really experienced guys who trade, guys and girls who trade and who, well, pretty much, trade. Trading is a part of their life, I should say. Yeah. Okay, so best strategy for fixed time trades. All right, guys. Yeah. So hello to everyone. Some of your alphabets I cannot even pronounce these characters, but anyways. So guys, so best strategy for fixed time trades. Well, I will remind you one simple idea or one simple concept that is so true for trading. So in trading, actually, there is no one single best approach or one single best strategy. It's more like a combination of different, uh, different tools, different strategies. So in um, in our case, like to be exact, there are three pillars of success in trading. So first of all, it's of course a strategy. So you need to be able to analyze charts, and you need to have something to base your predictions or trades upon. Next comes money management, because many people don't pay much attention to money management, but money management is a great tool. And even if you have less than 50% winning trades, you can still make money with FTT mode. And I'm not even talking about Forex mode, because in Forex mode, you can actually have as low as, well, probably 25% profitable trades. But as long as your risk to reward ratio is like 3-1 or 4-1, you can still be in the money. All right. Now, and the final pillar of success is, of course, psychology of trading, because you need to know what to do in case you are winning a lot, and you need to know what you do in case you are losing a lot, because basically you need to because sometimes success or having too much profits too fast, too quick, especially in the beginning stages of your trading career, can be very intoxicating and can actually lead to some losses the next day. So usually each trader has their worst trading day after their best day so far. So because you sort of like think, wow, now I can make millions, or not millions, but hundreds, thousands, I don't know. And then the next day you just end up in big losses. So that's how psychology works. That worked for me. I had my best trading day, and then it was usually followed by my worst trading day. So that was like that. It was like that for maybe 2 3, I don't know how many times, but that was pretty painful, because the next day the market basically slaps you in the face and tells you, hey buddy, you're not ready to do serious trading yet, so first learn the ropes. So that's what I did, and eventually I learned how to get desensitized from these emotions, and to really yeah, like eventually I managed to overcome that problem. Now, what time frame? So yes, and of course, to finish this question about trading strategies and which is the best trading strategy for FTT mode of trading, I would say one thing. So there is no one single best strategy. In fact, you need to try maybe 5, 10, maybe even 15 or 20 different trading strategies, and you need to see what works for you and what doesn't. Because in my opinion, for example, Excel strategy, which is based just on one indicator, which is the momentum indicator, and it is very easy to learn how this strategy works, and it is very easy to actually master this trading strategy. But still many people argue with me and they tell me that we don't like this strategy, we don't understand the strategy, and that each time basically causes me like my jaw drops whenever it tells me that Excel is a difficult strategy and they don't know how to do that. I'm like, come on, guys, are you serious? So Excel, in my opinion, is one of the easiest trading strategies, and it's also like this trading strategy where you pretty much have a very like a very precise like precise moment when to enter a trade. So in my opinion, it is one of the most the simplest ones. But still, people argue me on that. Now, anyways, like I said, you need to try 10, 15 different trading strategies. You can watch our webinars in the recorded on YouTube, or just maybe try each strategy is accompanied by a video tutorial, like here, for example, chasing the trend. So this strategy, and you click here, and basically it plays this short video, and it basically explains itself. There is no need to kind of like extra explain this strategy. Now, talking about time frames, there is this golden rule of time frames that you need to in my opinion, the rule of thumb is this. So you need to take your current time frame, say 1 minute. For example, my current time frame equals 1 minute. So I take 1 minute and I multiply this by 3, and thus I get my trade duration. So it is a very simple rule, but if you don't know where to start, well, especially if you don't know where to start, like in the beginning stages of your trading career, you don't want to have these extra variables in your in your equations, trading equations. You want to keep everything very simple as possible. So by having some standard duration of trades is probably the easiest way to keep your trades, I would say, well, pretty stable. Probably that's the best way to put it. Like you need something, you need statistics. Like at first you need to generate statistics, and instead of jumping from duration of trades 2 minutes to 5, 7 minutes, 15, 17, 27, etc. So jumping from one duration to another, instead stay on one duration and check your results. So in trading, trading is all about big numbers. It's all about it's oftentimes about quantity. In fact, so you really need to so what I mean by quantity, right? It's not about how much money you have in your trading account, in your portfolio. It's more about how much you practice, and that is actually true for any kind of human activity, and it is very common for sports as well. So for example, if you play basketball or any other, like hockey or any other kind of sport, like basically it's the same thing with trading. You do some repetitive action, you modify it a little bit, then you get some feedback from your coach, or in our case your coach is the market itself, because it basically tells you that you are either making money or you're losing money, and eventually you modify so it's like you get feedback, and based on that feedback, supposedly you should be learning from that mistakes. But the difference between trading and maybe sports is that in sports you usually have some coach, and here, if you don't follow advice of our financial analysts, then it seems like you don't get any support and you don't have a coach. So you need to have some form of coach. And if you trade on advanced or expert status, you can get consultations from your financial analyst expert, and he will help you get some feedback. Okay, and to actually adapt, evolve, and some person just to talk to, because oftentimes we start talking with to maybe your relatives or other people who are not really in trading and they don't really know, and they, once they hear that you've lost some money, they start freaking out about that, and okay, that's not really the right path. So you always want to have a more or less professional person to get consultations from, and in our case, OLYMP TRADE, you don't really have to go anywhere. We can do everything online on Zoom, so it's a perfect combination. Yeah, and the guys who are our VIP consultants, they basically work with the same with these trading strategies that we have on the platform, and they know them very well. All right. So the next question: does news impact on binary trading, and we can take advantage of news? So the problem, there is a little problem with news. Okay, so in order to get the news, you need to go to investing. So for example, I don't know, there are many places where you can get economic calendar. I usually get it here. So economic calendar and also earnings calendar is important this week. Now, the main problem when it comes to economic calendar trading and financial news trading is that oftentimes, so what's the biggest problem is that there is a little bit of a lack of major news. So for example, look, today we had one major release that somehow moved the markets, okay, and that was in Germany. That was Germany. So that was Germany, and probably that had a very slight impact on the markets. Now, tomorrow, we only have only two opportunities to trade on the news. And then trading on the news is a little bit of guesswork. Now, at the same time, I sometimes trade on the news, but I sort of wait for some piece of news, some piece of financial information to be released. And then once it's released, I usually open my trade based on the signal from, well, basically from the news. So it's all right, but news, it does impact your trades, especially on Forex, but probably, I don't know, it's very difficult to trade based on the news. And I would rather use economic calendar in a way that, in case I know that there is some news release coming up, I would probably put my stop losses a little bit closer to the current price in order to avoid some rapid moves in price, something like this. But yeah, I think it's not really a very good strategy to trade on the news, because it's really random, because analysts, they make a forecast of 1.3, but the actual number will be released, I don't know, probably 1.1 or 2. So analysts are oftentimes very much wrong, and how can we predict better? And also sometimes the news, there might be some positive news released, and then the market just goes in the opposite direction. Okay, so it's totally frustrating and unpredictable. Now, the next question: best book for technical analysis. Well, guys, now I think we are living in this digital era, and I would probably say that there is no need for news for books. Well, probably I would say, I don't even know in English which books in trading. Yeah, you know what, uh, patterns in Cyclopedia Forex. Guys, honestly, I don't know which book to recommend. When it comes to Forex, uh, there are many websites where you can get information. So I think books are not really as important as they were maybe 10 years ago, or I'm not even talking about 20, 30 years ago, right? Um, there is a book called The Market. I think they're the Market Wizards, but it's not about technical patterns. It's a book about like interviews with successful traders, Market Wizards, and I think there are like 2 episodes, like 2 parts to this book. But it's basically a series of interviews with some successful traders. And yeah, I think you can get so much information online. All the information that you need about technical patterns, it's all can be found on the internet. Like patterns encyclopedia. Uh, just pretty much all books are of pretty good quality nowadays. Like those books with misleading information, I think there are almost none of them. But I mean, like, knowing technical patterns is just 1/3 of success or even less. Okay, so it's all about money management and risk management and also psychology. So don't forget about that. All right. Now, so best book for technical analysis, yes. Try a few, and then we have Investopedia, and then we have YouTube. So there's tons of information, but nothing beats real market experience and real practice, real trades. How to use kind margin on Forex. All right, so let's see this. So we go here, technical analysis tab. We press kind margin, press enable strategy. So the strategy has been enabled, and in order to do Forex trades, of course, we need to go to higher time frame. For example, 1 hour or maybe even 4 hours, I think. So, well, uh, trading signals are the same. They are completely the same as they were on if you were to use this strategy, if you were to apply this strategy on FTT mode of trading. So basically, signal number 1 or part number 1, layer of confirmation number 1 is when this purple dot is below the below the chart, and then we need to make sure that it's also above the 0 line. So once these two uh, two layers of confirmation, two conditions are met, we can open a trade upwards. Okay, that's it. So open up trade, and then just drag your stop loss accordingly closer to the price, or maybe even use trailing stop loss. Yeah, so trailing stop loss can be used in Forex, and it follows your price. So it kind of follows the price upward, but then if the price starts dropping like this, it doesn't drop, it only stays, so it cannot go down, it can only go up. And in case it's a down trade, then your trailing stop loss can only go down, but it cannot go up. So in case of a pullback like this, your trade usually gets closed automatically, so you don't have to guess where and when to close this trade, because usually on Forex the biggest question is we don't know when to close the trade, and we don't know for how long to keep that trade. Okay, so sometimes we just stay on the trade for too long, and then for example, we can open a trade here, and it goes here, and we are making wonderful profits, and then the price goes here, drops, and we are becoming too greedy, and we don't close the trade, and then the price drops here, and we end up closing this trade with no profit or very small profit. So that's not really a good idea. So you always wanna keep your stop loss or trailing stop loss relatively close to the current price. Like, you don't wanna move it very close, but still, for example, here, I still have some trades on gold and on on silver. So I was really expecting that gold and silver will go so up high in price. Now this didn't happen, and here was my take profit. So you never wanna like keep your stop loss very close. Like, okay, so this is my trailing stop now. Okay, enabled, disabled, very convenient. Just click and unclick. Okay, and for example, you can also add, in case the price goes against you and you still want to keep the trade, so you want to add a little bit of more money into this trade, you can draw, you can like drag this stop loss a little bit below, and okay, that's how you make your position size a little bigger, but also your multiplier or leverage decreases, and eventually you don't, in fact, increase your traded volume. So it's kind of like your risk remains the same, your potential your potential profit remains the same, but your risk, yes, you increase it, but of course you can, yeah, you can modify this. Now your minus 100% zone or stop out zone is here, and you can also make it a little below. I don't know, just try experimenting. Some things it's impossible to understand or to comprehend unless you try it yourself. All right, so I can explain, I can show you this many times, but unless you try it, before you try it, you're actually not going to sort of feel it, you're not going to learn. So it's all about practice, guys, right? Now, guys, the next question. All in. Okay, so all in is a very bad strategy, so I guess that was a joke. So the next question from Mustafa here: why does SPT mode of trading has been disabled from the platform? Yes, this mode of trading was removed about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and maybe a little less, like 2 weeks ago, I think, or maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't know, I don't remember exactly. But the thing is that very few people were using it, and our monthly turnover was so so very low that eventually we had to cancel. We decided against having this mode of trading on the platform. But I don't know, if you feel like trading that mode of trading, then we have stocks on Forex, and with maybe some small multiplier like 10, you can still trade that. Yeah, guys, I don't know, it's just it just wasn't popular, so we decided to remove it. Now I think you can notice that we are kind of like moving towards a more simple platform now, and recently we have removed some of the features which are not really popular and which were not commonly used by our traders. And at the same time, you might ask, so which were those features? And I will tell you, I don't remember, because once again, these features were so unpopular that we just didn't have them, stopped having them. And the same is true for stocks or SPT mode of trading. Will we do live trading now? Nope. No live trades today. Maybe I will open some Forex trades, but that's gonna be it. So live trading, it's all about. So our webinars on like every Tuesday, and so Tuesday, well, basically all other. This is the only webinar where where I don't do live trades. All other webinars, they are all about live trades, guys. So go ahead and join our other. Don't forget to join. Don't forget to watch our other trading sessions, because we have so much information, so many interesting trading strategies that we discuss and we talk about. All right. Have you ever mistakes by emotions? Oh well, yes, sure. Well, I mean, not so many right now, as of course, it's like jumping with a parachute, right? You jump with a parachute, like parachuting. The first jump, you're full of emotions. The second one, you probably have even more fear. You're more scared. That's everyone who jumped with a parachute is gonna tell you. They are more scared on the second jump, because they know what to expect and they're afraid. And then the third, the fourth, the fifth one comes, and then slowly but steadily you get desensitized. Like, I mean, like, you still experience that thrill of emotions, or like riding motorcycles. Riding motorcycles very rapidly, like swiftly. And after 2, 3, 5 months, you just get completely desensitized. You don't feel that many emotions. So that's the same true with trading. I don't really make that many emotions maybe by being not really attentive. That's probably my my main cause of these, I would say, stupid mistakes, like really dumb mistakes. I make them because I just sort of neglected some factors. I was just not attentive. I was just not paying attention. So that is true for me. Uh, but emotions, not so much with me. Okay, I've been trading 10 years, 10 plus years, so now I'm completely desensitized from that. So the next question, please let me know the market overview for commodity composite index. All right, something unusual. So commodity composite index, guys. Well, I think commodity composite index is breaking above this resistance level. So there was this previous resistance level. So we can apply, we can put a horizontal line here, and you are going to see that there was this resistance level. Now we broke above it, made a little pullback, and now we are also going higher. So I think we can open an up trade from here as well. So yeah, maybe not here, but from here, 6531, and I can 6531.5. Continue, and we can use an amount of $250. Not a huge amount, but still, I can make some profit from it. How should we control the emotions by small traders? Well, guys, it's all about, it doesn't matter if you're a big trader, if you have a lot of money in your account, or you have little money in your account. It's all about your experience. And so there is a famous quote that having a lot of money in your account doesn't make you a successful trader. It only makes you a trader with a lot of money in your account. But being a successful trader allows you to gradually become a rich trader. It's something like this. I don't remember it by heart, but it's something along the lines. Okay, so step one, when you want to become a successful trader. So step one is you want to know how to not lose money in trading. How you become a successful trader. You want to learn how to not trade, how to not lose money while trading. And then once you've mastered that, step number two, you start making money. But step number one is get grip over your emotions and get hold of your well, yeah, like emotions, and emotions, having control over yourself, and then knowing how to not lose money. Because usually most people, when they start trading, they lose money. So you want to do the opposite thing. You don't want to like be on this path. You want to overturn. You want to flip the table. Right. Which strategies or indicators you use personally for trading? So here is my top I don't know, top 5 maybe list. So I would definitely recommend a strategy called Excel for new traders, for beginners. That's 100% guaranteed. So Excel, it's only based on one indicator. So this indicator is very easy to understand. It has very, very precise, very exact signals when basically how to read the signal. And okay, we don't have time to to go into detail with every strategy, but I'll just show you them. So Axel, definitely diving, kind Martin, and of course triple rebound, and I just like Jactar. Okay, so Jactar, recently it hasn't been showing like a very high success rate, but generally speaking, it's still one of my favorite strategies. I don't know why, I just like it. But triple rebound, in my opinion, has some of the highest success rate ever. But I don't know, you try it for yourself. You need to try, because with some people, you know, kind martin works much better than Excel, and then everyone is a little bit unique. That's why I keep reminding the same phrase, uh, the same concept is that you need to try different tools, different strategies, and you need to find a tool that works for you. It's like, you know, let's imagine you want to become a football player. So you have so many different roles in each team. You have a forward, you have a quarterback, you have a goalkeeper, you have a defender, and then you need to see, you need to try, you need to put yourself into different categories, different roles, and then you need to see what works for you. So the same with trading. There are trading strategies, there are also counter trend trading strategies, and many other things. So you need to try them all in order to see what works for you. Okay. What's your favorite strategy you used maximum times? That's difficult to answer. I haven't really kept track of which strategies I've used, but definitely I mean, almost always I use. See, almost always I have SMA 100, 250 on the chart. Definitely, they help us predict and like global trends. Yeah, this thing is very important. The RSI indicator. Um, so I don't know. It's difficult to answer this question. Okay, so I missed one question. Okay, I see it. Question from Michael. Why is OLYMP TRADE not using MetaTrade platform? I have tried enrolling new traders, but they keep asking that question, but I got no answer. So actually, we used to have MT4, MetaTrader 4. That was, I think we got it enabled in late 2019, and then it was there with us until probably late 2021. So we had it for 2 years, but it was once again not very popular. And then the sort of cost of supporting it, because we had a dedicated team, so that was solely working with MT4 platform, that eventually we just realized that it's not going to be, it's not worth it, right? So we were spending so much money by paying like project manager, developers, etc. Plus we had to pay a license fee. Like basically we just had very few people trading. And also even though some people like MT4, but I think it's also getting less and less audience, because the thing is that if you think about 10 years back when it was just MT4, it was dominating the trading market. Like probably 90% of trades were happening in it. But now almost every broker has their own trading platform, and there is no need to have an MT4, to have some MT4 in your portfolio, because you can have a better, more customizable, more adjustable trading platform, and you don't have to be dependent on that company that owns MT4. And like generally speaking, yeah, I think the days of MT4 are gone. And even though some people still use it, but I think in the long run, fewer and fewer traders will be using it. So we had this experiment, but it just didn't last long. Okay, guys. So one in conclusion to today's webinar, I want to open a few trades, and we can check them on Monday. Oh, sorry, on Wednesday during my next webinar. So trade number one, which I want to open, is a Forex trade on Euro USD. I think we might see a nice little breakdown. So it might be a false breakout. So that's my view. I open a down trade here. And there was another one, USD JPY, that I also wanted to open a down trade here. I saw this head and shoulders pattern earlier this morning. And also we can see that according to the 21 RSI, it's just the 7 RSI. So on the 21 RSI, we are not overbought, but still. Okay, guys, so this is gonna be it, and I'm also holding some of my trades as well on gold. I'm still hoping for the best, that gold will go up in price, and yeah, so that's still my approach, but it's just dropping. I don't know. I was expecting it will go up, but anyways, as long as you keep your risk reward CHF JPY, I don't think we have this asset. CHF, yeah, here it is. Sorry, CHF JPY. Yes, I think it's coming into this overbought area, and so let me check on the daily time frame. All right, yes, we are so much overbought on this asset, so I think we can try. All right. Right, guys, that's it for today. Please prepare your questions for Wednesday, and we'll talk with you on Wednesday. I wish you a wonderful trading week. Don't forget that this week is full of earnings report, so not just economic calendar, but it's all about earnings reports. Many interesting stories unfolding on the markets. Unfortunately, earnings is a bit of it's kind of like trading on the news, where you sort of have this gap up or down, and you cannot really predict where the price will go next, um, and you don't really know this result because basically only the insiders of the company know what's the results are. So it's kind of like like playing some Russian roulette or playing the casino when you don't know the actual result. So it's a little bit of randomizer here, but still you can try. And there was a nice Tesla report, Tesla earnings report, which was pretty negative, and Tesla dropped more than 8% on that, maybe even more. That was like, yeah, that was 8%, more or less 10%. So that was a big single one-day drop, and yeah, currently it's trading here at 165. So probably last Thursday was a good day where there was a lot of volatility, but of course, I don't know, it's just kind of like a different approach, and maybe I would focus more on trading currency pairs or indices, but trading earnings report is also interesting, and especially if you make some long-term forecasts. And yeah, so there is earnings calendar here, so feel free to try it. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and just fun has to be accompanied by statistical approach. All right, that's it, and I will see you on Wednesday, guys, and have a wonderful trading week and good luck in your trades. So see you soon. Bye bye.